Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Okay, today I want to address a question I get asked a lot, okay? I get asked this a lot, and that is, how do I speed it up? What things do I do to speed this up? I know I can see what you're doing here or here, but what steps do I take to make this faster? I'm going to answer that right now. Here we go. We're going to take a song that everybody needs to know. If you don't already know this song, go learn it. You need to know it. I've got multiple videos on this. I've got tab out there on Patreon. There's tab everywhere for this. You need to know Old Joe Clark, okay? And I'm going to play it in A. So slap your capo onto the 2nd fret. Tune this bad boy right here from a G up to an A. And we will play it. So, how do I get faster? Okay, first of all, let me play this at kind of a fast speed for you, and then we'll talk about techniques. Okay, so how do we go from this? I really like playing it slow, but how do we go from this to the other one? Okay, well, if you didn't already notice, one of the first things I do is I drop the brushes. So that little intro part, drop the brushes. Look how much faster that was. Okay, first things first. When you drop the brush, there's 2 things we're going to work on here. One is dropping the brush, but the 2 ways to deal with dropping that brush. Number 1, let me get this camera a little closer. Number 1, you don't need to see my mug, but number 1 here is we talk about our economy of movement here a lot, all right? Let's do it over here too, all right? So, if we have our stroke, we got to fill that space, right? The brush space with something. Start this for me. And what we're doing is we're making our movements smaller. You know, this is kind of a big movement. Now we can make it smaller. Oh, I got a bird yelling at me. So let's make this a little smaller. And let's just do. So we're not moving our hand at all. We're just getting our claw, taking our thumb home, and hitting down on that first string. All right? And we're trying to speed it up. So we hit it every time. Ooh, that's getting annoying, isn't it? All right, so look how small that movement was. Now I exaggerated it a little bit there, but that's a big movement. Here's a small movement. All right, so to speed that up just a little bit, that first part, do that. Then here's the second thing you're going to do. You're going to go. So we're going down on that first string. Then we're doing a thumb whap. When we speed that up, it sounds like this. See, can you hear that there? Right here. Now, we're going to combine those two things, either this or this. And when we're doing this one right here, we want to end up doing this because we're going to do double thumbing. So go in between those two techniques there. We do the thumb wipe version and then the double thumb version. Work on speeding those up. Okay, then we're going to apply that over here. All right, so here we go. I'll try to do it. Let me do it slowly first. And big. Okay, so that was big and slow. Now let's tighten it up a little bit, get a little bit smaller with our movement and faster. Okay, did you see how that was faster? And tighter here, smaller, tighter area of play, whatever you want to call that. All right, so if we do that, see how I've not got a whole lot going on here. It's small little movements. So I mean, that was a pretty concise video there. But I think I've got my point across to you. These two things, if you'll do them, it's really three things, but it's really two. So you're getting rid of the brush, and you can put brushes in there in certain places wherever you want them. You know, that's why we start out doing the brush, because we want to be able to place that brush where we want it, when we want it. We want to have power over that bad boy. So taking it out is not that hard, but trying to go the opposite direction is a little more difficult. But so the two ways we go about doing this after we've removed our brush is we make our movement smaller and we do a double thumb, right? And we also alternate. And so we alternate that double thumbing with a thumb whap. So take that as an exercise. Practice it. Do it big to start with. Go back and forth doing it until it becomes natural, and you'll find you can add this in to any song to speed it up. Of course, you can also do things where you're not using that double thumb. You're either not using the double thumb like I showed you there, or you can quietly double thumb, and that sort of gives you that bounce and keeps your place, or you can really pop the thumb. These are all choices we make as we play, and you need to have power over the way you play, and these choices are yours to make. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got something out of it. And I always want you to remember, Jesus loves you. Bye-bye.